D-transposition of great arteries. This is parasternal long axis view. This is left atrium. This is left ventricle. From left ventricle, pulmonary artery arises, and this is right ventricle. From right ventricle, aorta arises. So any structure that is arising out of left ventricle and is going posteriorly, that is almost always pulmonary artery. In case of aorta, it would not go posteriorly, it will go anteriorly. That is one point to know. Second point, if you look at this, the beginning of this great artery and beginning of this great artery, in the beginning phase, initial phase, you see both are parallel. So whenever you find parallel arrangement, then there must be transposition of great arteries. So this is the case of D-transposition of great arteries, because there is AV concordance. So VA discordance, AV concordance, that is called D-transposition of great arteries. At the same time, you can see the patent ductus arteriosus flow, this red flow within pulmonary artery. This red flow is flow coming from aorta. So again it is indicating this is pulmonary artery. So this is parasternal long axis view. This is left atrium, left ventricle, then pulmonary artery. This is right ventricle, aorta, and both are parallel in the initial phase. So it is clear cut transposition of great arteries. So whenever pulmonary artery arises out of left ventricle, it goes posteriorly in the beginning and later on also. So this is pulmonary artery. In case of aorta coming from left ventricle, it will go anteriorly, not the posteriorly. That is the point through in this whole image, the most, this is anterior part, this is most posterior part, this is superior part, this is inferior part, this is inferior part. Image wise, this is parasternal long axis view. Again you see this is pulmonary artery and this is aorta. Aorta is anterior to pulmonary artery, almost anterior. You can see both are seen in cross sectional view in one view. So whenever you find both image in cross sectional in one image, that indicates it is transposition of great arteries. Again you see this is pulmonary artery, right and left pulmonary artery branch, and this patent ductus arteriosus. Again see this is again the parasternal long axis view. This is pulmonary artery, this is aorta. This is modified apical 4-chamber view. You can easily find out. This is left atrium and this is left ventricle, this is right atrium and this is right ventricle. So you can see this tricuspid valve is more close to apex, so closer to apex. So tricuspid valve is almost always close to apex compared to mitral valve. So that is AV concordance. So right atrium to right ventricle and left atrium to left ventricle. So in this case AV concordance, VA discordance. That means this is the case of D-transposition of great arteries. At the same time you can see very small patent foramen ovale flow is from left atrium to right atrium. Again this is apical 4-chamber view. Tricuspid valve is apical, so right atrium connected to right ventricle. You see this patent foramen ovale flow from left atrium to right atrium, and this tricuspid valve is more apical. Again this is parasternal long axis view. This is pulmonary artery coming from left ventricle, this is aorta coming from right ventricle. This is again the parasternal short axis view. This is pulmonary artery. You can see the pulmonary artery is bicuspid in nature. You see in this image, I will try to show you pulmonary artery bicuspid nature. Pulmonary artery bicuspid nature, and that is the point. This parasternal long axis view, again this pulmonary artery is coming out of left ventricle, aorta from right ventricle. Same thing. Fourth chamber view. Again parasternal long axis view, same thing. Pulmonary artery from left ventricle, aorta from right ventricle. Thank you.